This isn't a dig at Korean fans, but seriously, have they learned nothing since the Soojin and Garam scandal? Hello Rosaries, I have nothing important to say except wanting to share more opinions with you guys. Thank you so much for supporting this dumpster fire of a channel. It means a lot and it warms my heart. I want to shout out the newcomers and hope you will enjoy this video and stick with me in the future. Alright, enough of that and let's get started already. Also, I'm getting sick and tired of the annoying, atrocious, petty, pieces of rubbish, inbred looking, vile and effing snowflakes. This isn't a dig at Korean fans, but seriously, have they learned nothing since the Soojin and Garam scandal? It's like they've got selective amnesia, quick to pick a side without a shred of evidence, just riding the emotional roller coaster. And can someone muzzle Cookielit already? Their illogical and stupid chatter about Hybe disappearing in 2025 is beyond irritating. Hybe's not going anywhere as they are way too big to fail. And no true stan wants to see their faves caught in the crossfire of some corporate drama. As for the international fans, calling out Min Heejin's sketchy behavior doesn't automatically make us Hybe fanatics. We're just pointing out the inconsistencies in her story and urging everyone to pump the brakes until the truth comes out. But nope, some stans are already taking sides like it's the K-pop Olympics. And Cookielit? I'm tired of their foolishness. And don't get me wrong, both Hybe and Min Heejin are swimming in the same cesspool of greed and manipulation, just like every other business person, I mean duh. It's exhausting being stuck in this cycle of scandal and drama. Can't we all just pause for a sec and let the truth unfurl? Because right now, the only innocent victims are the idols caught in the middle. And before the hate brigade comes knocking, let's get one thing straight, this ain't an attack, it's a reality check. I'm just hoping for a bit more self-awareness from the fandom next time. But hey, if I'm wrong and Min Heejin's the saint she claims to be, I'll eat my words. Aespa, one of the queens of pulling off weird songs with finesse. Red Velvet taught them well, I see, lol. The song kicks off, and you're left scratching your head wondering what on earth you're listening to. But then bam! The chorus hits and suddenly you're bopping along like there's no tomorrow. Now let's talk about the verses. I didn't know how to feel about the first verse, but the second verse was pure gold. It's like Aespa hit their stride and decided to show us what they're made of. And don't even get me started on that bridge. Despite being minimalistic, it was enjoyable to listen to. Sure, the I might have been on repeat like a broken record, but darn it, it was hilarious and oddly catchy. Now, on to the MV. Winter spinning on a rooftop at lightning speed was pure comedy gold. And those facial expressions were cringe-worthy in the best way possible. Especially the singing pictures that caught me off guard. I mean, come on, who doesn't love a good old singing picture? So, final verdict. I'm giving this track an 8 out of 10 OI. Because despite its quirks and oddities, it's like a guilty pleasure you just can't shake. Some stans are out here acting like Hyuna's some poor innocent lamb, clueless about who she's dating. The Burning Sun scandal wasn't exactly small-town gossip, it was plastered all over the effing news, and you can bet your bottom dollar Hyuna knew exactly what was going down. So let's not pretend she's some clueless babe in the woods. She made a conscious choice to date Junhyung, of all people. And let's be real, that's like trading in a diamond for a lump of coal. Honestly, it's like she smoked crack after leaving Dawn and chose that freak of nature, that's wild. Talk about a downgrade from good to worse. So yeah, stans can stop with the pity party for Hyuna and start calling it like it is, a choice that's as questionable as a $3 bill. She's out there cozying up to a dude who was chilling with the Burning Sun crew, shrugging off their shady antics like it's no big deal. Sure, he might not have been front and center in the videoing and assaulting of women, but let's not play dumb here. Birds of a feather flock together, and by dating him, Hyuna's basically giving the green light to his shady behavior. And let's not even get started on her shameless defense of their relationship. I mean, come on, Hyuna, read the room. You can't expect people to throw confetti and celebrate when you're out here dating a controversial guy like it's a warm hug. It's similar to Taylor Swift dating Matt Healy, a straight-up recipe for disaster. So yeah, stans have every right to be steaming mad about this whole circus. When you're a public figure with millions of impressionable fans, you better believe you're accountable for the company you keep and the messages you send. And sorry, but dating a controversial figure ain't a good look on anyone. Brah, let's get real about Chaewon's vocal game. Sure, she's got talent for days and a presence that commands attention, but let's not beat around the bush. There's room for improvement. She's like a diamond in the rough, shining bright but with a few rough edges that could use some polishing. With some serious dedication to practice and a bit of vocal training, she's got the potential to level up her game and become an absolute powerhouse vocalist. Imagine her belting out those high notes like a pro, leaving audiences spellbound with her newly polished vocal skills. As she sharpens her skills and perfects her technique, there's no doubt she'll emerge as a force to be reckoned with within her group. It's like watching a caterpillar transform into a butterfly, except in this case, the butterfly is belting out killer tunes like nobody's business. Let's peel back the layers on the tragedy of LE SSERAFIM Yeonjun's missed opportunity to become the vocal queen she was destined to be. We're talking about a potential superstar here, with a voice that could have melted hearts and moved mountains. But oh, what could have been, right? Yeonjun was a diamond in the rough, with raw talent radiating from every fiber of her being and a voice so distinct, it stood out like a unicorn in a field of horses. She was a hidden gem, just waiting for that special touch to unlock her full potential. And let me tell you, her potential was off the charts, enough to send chills down your spine and leave you clamoring for more. But my oh my, fate had other plans, and poor Yeonjun never got the memo. Instead of being sculpted into the vocal goddess she was meant to be, she was left to wither on the vine, her talent wasted like a gourmet meal served on paper plates due to the lack of proper vocal training. She went from Miss Opera singer to almost sounding like Sakura. It's like watching a phoenix trapped in a cage, unable to spread its wings and soar to the heavens. With the right training and guidance, Yeonjun could have reached the stars, becoming a beacon of light in the dark abyss of the music industry. But alas, it was not to be, and we're left to wonder what could have been. So here's to Yeonjun, the might-have-been superstar who never got her moment in the spotlight. It's a tragedy of Shakespearean proportions, a cautionary tale for the ages about the importance of nurturing talent and seizing every opportunity. Rest in peace, Yeonjun's potential, you will be sorely missed. While some idols may choose to pursue solo careers out of ambition, for others, becoming a soloist is not always a personal choice. In some cases, agencies may pressure idols into going solo in order to boost their dwindling popularity or take advantage of their individual fame within a group. This highlights the complex and sometimes challenging nature of the K-pop industry for both idols and fans alike. Regardless of the reasons behind an idol's solo career, the pressure to succeed can be immense. Soloists often face intense scrutiny and high expectations from both their agencies and fans. Additionally, the transition from being part of a group to going solo can be a difficult adjustment, as the dynamics and support system within a group are no longer present. Despite these challenges, many idols find success and fulfillment in their solo endeavors, showcasing their individual talents and creativity to a wider audience. K-pop is becoming a victim of its own success. Sure, these acts are topping charts worldwide, but at what cost? Critics are lining up to take swings at the industry's cookie-cutter approach to music making. We're talking about songs churned out on an assembly line, with all the originality of a photocopy machine. It's like they're playing musical Mad Libs, plugging in the same tired formulas and hoping nobody notices. But guess what? We're on to them. Fans aren't dumb, they can sniff out a recycled music from a mile away. And let's be honest, listening to the same generic beats and lyrics on repeat gets old faster than last week's sushi. So here's the deal, it's time for K-pop to step up its game. We're talking outside the box thinking, boundary-pushing creativity, and a dash of originality that'll knock your socks off. Because if the genre wants to stay relevant in a world of ever-changing tastes, it needs to ditch the cookie-cutter mentality and start serving up something fresh and exciting. So, K-pop industry, please take note, it's time to break free from the mold and give the people what they really want, music that makes them sit up and take notice. Let's cut through the drama and get real about the toxic sewages that some corners of the K-pop fandom have become. We're talking about a battleground where fan wars rage hotter than a summer heatwave. Instead of basking in the glory of the music and performances, fans are too busy duking it out over which group reigns supreme. It's like a never-ending game of, my bias is better than yours, and frankly, it's exhausting. K-pop isn't about tearing each other down, and it's most definitely not about being a frigid con, the C word, because I'm not trying to get in trouble with YouTube. It's about lifting each other up. It's about celebrating the artistry and talent of every group, not fueling unnecessary rivalries that only serve to divide us further. So how about we hit the reset button, you bastards? Let's ditch the drama and focus on what really matters, spreading love and appreciation for the music. After all, isn't that why we're here in the first place? Let's set the record straight for all the jerks out there. Speaking out against minors in the K-pop industry isn't some trendy, performative act. It's a crucial step in protecting vulnerable individuals from exploitation. We're not just throwing around words, we're wielding our voices to champion the rights of those who might otherwise be silenced. In an industry as cutthroat as K-pop, it's easy for young talent to get chewed up and spit out like yesterday's gum. But by shining a light on this issue, we're saying, enough is enough. We're demanding a safer, more ethical environment where idols can thrive without sacrificing their well-being on the altar of fame. So let's call it what it is, a genuine effort to stand up for those who can't stand up for themselves. It's not about virtue signaling or earning brownie points, it's about doing what's right and fighting for what's fair. And if that makes us activists, then so be it. Because at the end of the day, protecting the vulnerable should never be up for debate. Solo stans are like the rogue agents of chaos and flying cockroaches, swarming in to wreak havoc on group dynamics at a rapid speed, infesting the fandom like pests that need to be doused in insect spray. Instead of rallying behind the collective greatness of the group, these solo stans are too busy playing favorites, like a bunch of kids fighting over the last slice of pizza. It's like they've forgotten that there's strength in unity, and that by tearing down their fellow members, they're only weakening the group as a whole. Take a look at this blasted nonsense, infighting, exclusion, and enough drama to rival a soap opera. That's the reality of solo stans running amok, putting their own selfish desires above the greater good. In order to keep the ship sailing smoothly, members need to check their egos at the door and start acting like a team. It's about respecting each other's opinions, considering their feelings, and remembering that at the end of the day, they're all in this together. So listen up, solo stans, no, seriously, shut your big mouths and listen. It's time to put aside the petty squabbles and start playing for the same team. Because when the group wins, everyone wins. If you enjoy this video, then go ahead and like, subscribe and click that notification bell rosaries to get more content. These opinions are opinions and nothing but opinions, so there's no need to get triggered. I'll see you guys next time, and bye, swish.